All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. Wow, full house. Hard to believe it's September. We had a really great summer again here in Clear Lake, and all the fall activities are rolling right along now. Harvest Festival is just around the corner. If you have not signed up to volunteer, we are still looking for volunteers. It's a pretty fun position. It's pouring wine samples. So if you'd like to volunteer, reach out to Jenny Fosbender up here and we'll get you signed up. Otherwise, we'll have the link on our website. I did just want to share a quick update on our building project. Hopefully you've seen by now that we are in the throes of a capital campaign to improve our facilities, just to better serve you as our members and our community as we move forward and continue to grow. As of today, we have raised $1,030,000. So yes, just in the last couple weeks, we broke that $1 million mark. We're really excited about it. We'd love your support of the project to help us move forward. Our hope is to break ground in the spring. So everybody who has supported thus far, we really appreciate it. If you'd love to come alongside us, we'd love to have you. If you have any questions about the project, please reach out. Again, we're very, very, very grateful for the generous support that we've received so far. All right, I know we've got some school folks here this morning who actually need to get to school. So without further ado, I'm going to hand things over to Doug.
Good morning. Yeah, we're gonna kind of fly through this, or I'm going to, and I'm going to be short this morning. And then because I've got bets on that one, so we'll bring up our two new administrators at the elementary. So first of all, obviously, I love the fall. You know, I was a former head football coach, and this time of year for me is just phenomenal. It's neat to be back in the buildings and have energy in the buildings with kids and staff, and love going and hanging out with the kids. I really love, anytime I'm having a bad day, I go down to the elementary, hang out with little kids. These two get to do all day, but I love to go in there and just get the kids riled up, and then I get to leave and let the teachers deal with it. And so I really love to do that. I can't believe this is week 4 already. You know, we're almost done with September. I also can't believe it's my 9th year, starting my 9th year at Clear Lake. But I would tell you, you know, this has been, you know, some of the best 9 years of my life. What a great place, really great people, great staff, great kids, great parents, just a huge community. And thank you, community, again, for our opening day and what you do for our staff and making sure our staff feel welcomed and supported. I have never yet went to this community and said, hey, we really need this for our kids, and I've never been told no. And so that's just a testament to our community and their support. I feel like I talk about the same things every year, but the same great things that we're doing, you know, Clear Lake, they all revolve around our mission statement to ensure high level learning for all. And that just really is all kids, and all really does, mean all. We really truly believe that if we fail one child, we fail that family. And so until we have all kids learning at that high level, we really feel we have work to do. And the neat thing about what we do in our PLC process is that we're not in it alone. It's all hands on deck. It's our paraeducators, it's our custodians, our bus drivers, our administrators, and we really feel that. We are really, Clear Lake is a nationally recognized school in 2 different areas. 1, Project Lead the Way, and 2, professional learning communities. Schools and people across the United States know us for those 2 things, and we are setting an example across the United States. The other great thing that we've continued to do is continue to expand and add to our apprenticeship programs. We're expanding into the auto mechanics this year, and I'll tell you, they're doing some really cool things in there for our kids to prepare them. Another one that's nationally recognized is our nutrition department. If you aren't aware, Julie Udelhoffen and what she does with our nutrition program, she is not only in the state probably the most recognized and sought after nutrition person, it is in the United States, okay? And I don't mean that just because she is doing things that people recognize, and she's doing it because she cares about kids. She loves her kids, and she realizes that's really an important part to their day, and them being have the proper nutrition. New this year, 612, we're working on something called Capturing Kids' Hearts. It's really a program that we're working on that really talks about building relationships with our students, getting the kids to trust us so that we can then build those relationships and get to know them better, get to know them for who they are and where they're at, so that those kids, they once that relationship's built and they trust you, then you can better work with them. At the elementary, we're working on our letters training, which is really the science of reading. I'll let these guys go into that more in detail about how you teach little kids to read. I will tell you, things change all the time. I was a math teacher, and I don't know that I could teach math anymore because it's just different. Those of you that are parents that are looking at that or grandparents, oof. My granddaughter calls me sometimes, she's in high school now, and says, Grandpa, you taught high school math, can you help me with algebra? And I'm like, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Anyway, I said, maybe you should go talk to your teacher early in the morning. So that's them. We really are looking at or starting to explore the possibilities of a new auditorium. That's one of those things that we've kind of really been talking about for a few years. It really needs to happen from reality and make that a reality. I don't understand all the acoustic type stuff. People in the surf probably do. But if you talk to Jason Highland, he will tell you that the sound in our auditorium is not good. Sounds good to me, but to somebody that's really has the ear for music is good. But if you haven't been by our elementary and looked at the playground area, oh my gosh, it is night and day difference. It's so fantastic. I told these two new guys here that they got all the money this year, and they're the two newbies. So enjoy it. I don't know when that'll ever happen again, but the playgrounds are there. We got new furniture in the kindergarten. The kindergarten teachers are feel like it's like Christmas down there, and so they are really great. The one thing that they probably aren't super excited about, and maybe they are, is they are going to get a new cooling tower, which that is kind of important. But that's like $340,000. But we can't get it till December, and so we're just hoping we can hang on with the weather. Did do new baseball press box. Now I'm just going to touch just quickly on the attendance because it is what it is. These guys, all the administrators did a really neat live stream, and if you want the specifics of it, go look at that because the principals and administrative team put it together a great video. I think it's got over 4,000 views already. It's a hot topic. So first thing I'm going to tell you is do not kill the messengers, okay? This is a state legislative mandated thing. This was not thought up by these guys, our principals, administrators, or me as your superintendent. This was legislative driven, then down through the Department of Education, and we have to follow it. If we do not, we can lose state funding. Okay? So this is mandated by the state and our legislators. And so don't kill the messengers, and especially those nice ladies in the office that answer the phone when you call them. Those gals are just doing their job. And so please be nice to them and pleasant. It's not them. But really what it amounts to is that if a student's not in school, they're absent. Unless they're on some school-sponsored, school-led thing, and there are very few things that the state is saying are exempt. And those are basically mandated by the state. So excuse, unexcused, it's absent for the most part, okay? And we've got a list on the website. I'm not going to stand up here and talk about that all day. 10%, miss 10% of the days, you get a letter, certified letter. We're going to spend a lot of money on certified letters this year. It's like $9 to send a certified letter, but it has to be certified. 15%, you have to have a mandatory meeting with somebody at the school. 20%, the county attorney's involved. And they have to be involved because they can get in trouble. So it's going to be new. It's going to be interesting. And so away we go. Enough of that. Again, you can look at the video online, and they did a great job explaining that. Big football game tonight, Waverly. This will be a real test. I think that's Stacy maybe's hometown. But this is home now. So she's Clear Lake now, right? Last night, a great home cross country meet. We got it in before the rain came. We moved that up thanks to our athletic director, Ben Clapper. And so we got that done. Next week's homecoming. Man, I love homecoming. You know that, right? So come out, show our support, be around. I mean, I love football. I'm excited. Last night, cross country meet again. You know, I think our girls got second, our boys third. Addie Dawn was champion again for the third year in a row. So congratulations to her, ending her senior year there. So great accomplishment. So enough of me. I'm going to turn it over to Troy Lintel and Mallory Ziesmer, our principals. All right.
Thank you, Mr. G. I am Troy Lintel, the new elementary principal at Clear Creek Elementary. I've been in education for many more years than I care to admit. Been an administrator for 19 years. The last 11 of those years has been at Sioux Center Community School District, which is in the northwest corner of the state. Many people ask me, well, what brought you to Clear Lake, Iowa from there? That would be my sister-in-law. My wife's sister lives here. Her name is Stacy Nelson. She is owner of Paws at the Lake. And she called us a little bit before Easter last year and said that the current elementary principal is going to be leaving and Troy will apply. It wasn't, is Troy interested? It is Troy will apply. Troy said, no, I don't think I'm ready to change jobs after being in a district for 11 years. But here I stand before you. So you kind of know the short part of the story. I'm really excited to be a part of this community and the school district and have been really blessed by Mrs. Eastmer here beside me. She's just been a great partner to come in with. Being two new administrators to a building is a little bit of a challenge, as we just both are pretty clueless as to just the culture of the building. Mrs. Eastmer is from the local area, so she knows a little bit more about the culture of the community than I do, and that's been a blessing to me. But I do look forward to just working with each of you in this community, getting to know this community better, how we can prepare our kids to come in and be an effective contributing member of this community, and hopefully when they graduate from Clear Lake Community Schools that they have a desire to stay here, work here, and raise their families here.
Hi, I'm Mallory Ziesmer. I am a native of Forest City. I grew up there, went to high school. I'm a Waldorf grad, and I took my first job and worked 14 years in the Forest City Community School District. So I've done things ranging from teaching middle school math to behavior intervention to elementary office referrals. So when the opportunity came to be part of the Clear Lake community and Clear Creek Elementary, I was like, oh, this is exciting. And I know Stacy Nelson as well, and she said, hey, my brother-in-law would be awesome to learn from. And she is right. I've learned a lot so far this year, and I've just loved the people here. Your community is like where we come on the weekends. We spend time on the water. My husband's family has spent a lot of time in Clear Lake. His grandparents were here. So he's not from here, but he remembers coming home to Clear Lake. And so we have 3 small kids, and we're living the life of elementary right now. But I love working with the people here, and your community has just been so welcoming and so supportive. So I'm really excited to be here and really excited to continue to meet you as the year goes on. Our teachers are phenomenal. Doug talked about the letters training. What I want you to know about that is your teachers are pouring tons of work into your kids' learning. They're modeling being learners, and they're working really hard. So we're proud all the way around of a great start to the year.
Thank you. Welcome. Doug should not mention my children because I'll just start crying. It's just that year of my life. All right, up next, I'm going to invite Bennett Smith, the Mayor Pro Tem, to give an update on what's been happening around the city of Clear Lake. So welcome, Bennett.
Thank you very much, Stacy. I appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to give you an update on some of the exciting projects that are going on here in Clear Lake. Fortunately, there are many. So let's start with the Surf District project, which is a really transformational investment in our community. The streetscape component here, this part of the project, is coming along well and should be largely completed in November, although there will be additional work finished with the spring along 7th Avenue North and some additional plantings. Keep in mind that the plantings and crosswalks not only look great, but enhance stormwater quality within the Clear Lake watershed, and that's really important to us. The Music Enrichment and Immersive Center, the MEIC, this project is on schedule for a May or June 2025 completion date. You may have seen some of the pictures online, but I had the opportunity to visit in person the other day, and it's just very exciting to see the doors and the windows going in, and the exterior EIFS looks fantastic on it. So we appreciate the work of the general contractor, Dean Snyder Construction, and a myriad of subcontractors working on that project. So one final item I'd like to update you on in the Surf District is the hotel project. We're going to have the hotel feasibility study updated. It's been 2 years since we did that, and we have a particular developer that we are working with that would like a more current report, and that makes a lot of sense. So we approved that at our last council meeting. This has the potential to be another really, really nice project for us. So our hope is that we can put that together here in the Surf District or somewhere else in the community. Now, on to some housing projects that we have going on. This is really important to us. We've tried to work hard to create a strategic pipeline for our future growth as a community. 1,200 Jade Apartments is an amazing project out near the freeway. They're making tremendous progress. All the detached garages have been built and are roofed, sided, and sheetrocked. There'll be some additional ground level parking within the apartment project itself, and then, of course, surface parking. The curb and gutter are complete, and the developer has had some good interest so far. They have a tenant list started, so if you put down a small deposit, now they are reserving units. And I talked to Chris Terry yesterday, and they have about 12 folks already reserving units. So that is very exciting for us. The completion date on that project is set for May or June of 2025. Right across the way from there, the Emerald Cove Townhomes, the streets are set to be completed this week, and I believe there will be a couple units started there in October on the first east-west road as you come into that development. Out on South Shore Estates, out near State Park, that work is nearly completed with the infrastructure, and of course they have several units up and are finishing construction on those. My understanding is that a couple of those have sold, and some people are moving in October. So really some nice additional twin homes out there and single-family housing. Also, a couple of basements are going to be done for single-family homes on the west end of the development this fall. So a really nice project for us. And then finally, Stonebrook Condominiums. This condominium project will have 14 units developed there on about a 3-acre site out in the Woodlands Addition. I went out there the other day to take a look at it, and the first 6-unit complex is up and really looks great. And the road is also in. So, all right, just to highlight a few other quick projects in Clear Lake, the Van Shell project. This has been a very positively received renovation project for us. And I would like to thank the Chamber for promoting this and other projects. The reaction online is just incredibly positive. Really blows a lot of things out of the water for us. So thank you for doing that. I do want to emphasize that we are going to take the opportunity to rededicate this to our former municipal band director, Ludwig Monberg. We have a terrific new plaque going on the Van Shell to replace the old one, which was very difficult to even see up on the wall there. Another project I'd like to highlight is the work going on down at the former Lake Lanes building right across the way here. We're going to partner with the owners there on an economic development project to bring back 8 lanes of bowling, an arcade, golf simulator, and some food and beverage. So very exciting to have bowling back in our community. And of course, the basketball and pickleball courts, that project has been recently completed and was around about a $260,000 investment in our community. We certainly appreciate the broad support from the pickleball group, the school, and the county to make that happen. One other thing I'd like to mention in terms of our downtown business community, we're excited to offer some assistance to help the pretzel maker business located downtown just east of City Park. Their goal is to be open in time for Harvest Fest, and they offer some terrific food items. So stop by and welcome them to Clear Lake when you get the chance. I have tried the pretzel bites. They're very good. Okay? And then just finally, a quick City Hall update. You may be aware that our administrative staff has moved back to City Hall. We appreciated the opportunity we had to rent space for about a year from Pritchard Innovation Center, but we are glad to be home. So the new front door should be installed here soon, and we're hoping to have an open house for everybody in November. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Bennett. I'm going to invite Chad Schreck of the Corridor up here to highlight a few of the economic development projects that are happening around North Iowa.
Make it quick, she said. You don't have to whisper. I get it. I'll try to be fast. All right. Thank you. It's awesome to hear all the great things happening. I tried to keep my list short. But there's a ton happening. It's so good. It's so good. So we'll be quick. Just wanted to do a quick recap. Last week we had the Rural Development Summit over at NIAC in partnership with First Citizens Bank. Really leads the charge on that. We get to partner with NIAC and the Corridor to assist with that. But I thought it was a great turnout. They had about 350 people over there. The speaker, Steve Bench, I thought was really good. The conversation about generations in the workplace and how we as communities can try to have those connections. I think this is a great example of that, how we bring people from the boomers all the way down to Gen Z together and just having those conversations, trying to understand each other better. I thought that was really helpful. We learned a lot. Maddie really helped us to understand, too, as we work within our intergenerational teams, how to interact with those guys. A lot of projects happening. Bennett just mentioned the bowling alley. I wanted to bring that up as well. We're working with those guys on a revolving loan fund. The Corridor does have some loan assistance, low interest loans that we can help with. So we're working with those guys, the city, to try to leverage funds and help them make that happen here over the next couple of months. They're really shooting for December. Their dream is to be open by Christmas. That's going to be tough, but hopefully by January we'll have bowling back in Clear Lake. So we're really excited to get my family in there and start throwing some bowling balls around. Amazon over in Mason City, that facility is coming along really quick. If you've driven by there recently, they should be on target to finish up by December, January, and hopefully be opening and operational by February or March. A lot more to come on that, but excited to see that moving forward. If you've seen the dirt work over by the Cerro Gordo County, what do we call that? Law Enforcement Center. It's not just a jail. That is actually Tractor Supply Company, so that's going to be their new location. That's moving forward quickly as well. The Chick-fil-A, that's going to be opening early October. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say the exact date yet, but early October, that's coming along quickly as well, so excited to welcome them to town. Our friends over at Europlace, I think I'm okay to say this, we're working with those guys actually on a small business loan as well. They're expanding into the mall in Mason City, and Jesus Juarez, a phenomenal local entrepreneur. It's kind of cool to see that happening and him continue to grow. So the strong support he's gotten here, he wants to continue to grow that across the region. Aviana Azul, I think you all probably are aware with the airport situation, they are going to be closing next week in their current place. So we've been working with Caterino on potential locations. He does have one in mind that he's targeting right now. Again, that's a project we're trying to help fund and get across the finish line. I know none of us want to see that gone for too long, so really trying to push that forward as quickly as we can. We're also working with a business that really wants to get a location in Clear Lake. Need a building around 5,000 square feet. I don't know how much I can say about it. Stacy's also working with them. But if you're aware of those, we have a list of buildings, and frankly, in Clear Lake and Mason City, we do not have any buildings available, which is a great problem on one hand. We haven't experienced many losses or closures, but it's really hard to get people in town if they want an existing building. So if you're aware, we like to crowdsource this. If you're aware of a nice 5,000 square foot, 5 to 10,000 square foot facility that might be available for lease or own or purchase, please let us know. It really helps us to be able to build that inventory of buildings. If we're salesmen, we're trying to sell our community. If we don't have a product, it's really hard. So we appreciate your help on that front. We also just recently, we've started to see deal flow picking up on new projects. We work with the Iowa Economic Development Authority and Alliance on a lot of lead generation opportunities. So we recently got an RFP for a large bio-manufacturing project, about a $130 million project. Now, these are very competitive, but we submit our applications, and we do chase after a lot of these. So that's the most recent one. That would be looks like a really good fit for our region. So we're looking into that. We're also working closely with Alliant on developing out a lot of site inventory. So we've got some really good developable land in North Iowa. They're looking at getting options on sites to actually have that ready to go, get it developed out, certified, and ready for quicker sale. And we've had several developer meetings already on a couple of those properties. So really a cool opportunity to team up with those guys on. And then just dive into a lot of the housing stuff. Bennett mentioned many of the projects, so I won't repeat those. But we've got a couple of really big opportunities. We worked with Congresswoman Hinson on a $2 million community project funding award, which she had picked our communities for. It'd be county-wide, but that would largely be for rehabilitation, new housing starts. And if that comes through over the next couple of months, we'll have a lot of housing work to do throughout the county. We also are working with the city of Mason City on an EPA grant that would have about $6 million targeted towards housing projects. Most of this would be funneled or worked through our North Iowa Corridor Housing Development Corporation. So a lot of things in the works on that front that really could come to fruition over the next 6 months or so. With all of that housing activity, we are looking at adding a new housing and community development position to the corridor. We actually had a really good interview process here a week or two ago and hoping to get somebody started in that by mid-October, if everything goes according to plan. So that would really help a lot in driving a lot of the activities that we've got going on that front as we continue to see just an incredible need and incredible opportunities in that space. And with the interest rates coming down again, we hope that'll really help to juice those opportunities. Just want to give a quick plug. Maddie from our team. So Maddie Anderley is a partner or a position that's in the corridor, and we share with the Clear Lake Chamber of Commerce for marketing. She's leading an effort called This is North Iowa. It's a kind of a piggyback on the state's program, This is Iowa, and this is really a workforce recruitment effort. I highly encourage you to check out thisisiowa.com and thisisnorthiowa.com. These are really good resources for your business. As you're recruiting people, if they don't know about North Iowa, they don't understand the great place we have to live and play and do business, raise a family, that's a really good starting point for them to kind of learn more about us, get some of the background, get some of the information. And Maddie's doing a great job building that out and leading the charge with our partners across the chamber, Mason City Chamber, Visit Mason City, and others. All right. I think that's the main stuff for me. Last thing I'll say, Destination Iowa. So we've got the Surf District. We're all sitting in the Mason City project, the bike park. They just posted a video of the rail yard down in Arkansas, which is what they're really basing that bike park off of. And check that out if you get a chance. It's going to be a really cool attraction if you're a biker. I couldn't do any of the things they were doing on bikes. I don't think I've ridden one in 20 years, but it's really cool and exciting to see what that's going to be too. So a lot of cool things happening in North Iowa. Thanks.
Thanks, Chad. Well, we're grateful to have Pritchard Companies sponsoring today's event. So Ellen Sedlak is here to share a quick update regarding their company and what they've got going on. And I think Kativa might have something as well.
That's Ellen. I'm Kativa, if there was any confusion on that. We just have a quick activity during our presentation. Please listen to what Ellen has to say. But on your guys' table, there's a blank note card and colored pencils or crayons. So I want each of you to grab, I think we have like 50, so sorry if you guys didn't get this. And then if you take whatever drink you have or coffee cup and put it on the top right side of your agenda for today, top right corner. On this note card, we would like you to draw the Pritchard logo. We're doing kind of a case study to see our branding and how far it's reached, and we figured this was the perfect opportunity with business leaders who we work with closely to see what's memorable about our brand. So the Pritchard's logo, this is not a test. We will collect them afterwards, but we just thought this would be helpful for our marketing team. And you guys can do this throughout. It's not a race either.
Okay, I'm going to keep it going because I know keep it short. I also want to make Stacy cry again. So Addie is not available to babysit, but she is a phenomenal babysitter. And if anyone tries to get her before she can watch my daughters, it turns into a bidding war for Addie to watch her kids. So just fair warning there. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah. Ellen Pritchard Sedlock, Director of Retail Operations. We were raised in Britt, but I came to Clear Lake in middle school, so excited to be back in the area. We've been back 4 years now, so I guess we're here. Just some talking points on some Pritchard activities we've had over the summer. We really appreciate our partnership with the Chamber. We have Lake Life Rentals downtown, rent vehicles, bikes, Jeeps, golf cars, whatever you want. Ask them. We could probably figure out a rental agreement. We had a great time at Thursdays on Main as being the cornerstone partner. Great turnout this year, so that was a lot of fun to get out and about. And then just a note, we are having an end-of-year inventory sale on bikes. If this is wrong, just say you heard it from me. But we've got used bikes available for $650. Our e-bike Serial Ones by Harley Davidson. Give them a drive. They're phenomenal. They're super fun. Makes a lake lap enjoyable. Although not in Clear Lake, we did 2 years ago take on the Mason City Country Club, which is now the Legacy at the 19. If you have not been over there, please come take a visit. We are having a watch party for the Iowa State game tomorrow just to see the facility, grab a drink. We are really proud of that facility and the course. We had a visit. The course is officially done, and we kicked off that celebration with a John Daly shotgun start. If you haven't seen it, please go to our Facebook. It turned into a wild time with John Daly, but wouldn't expect anything less, and we are thrilled how that project turned out. So please come out and visit. Here in Clear Lake, we've got a few sponsorships going. We have partnered with Clear Lake Schools for the Pritchard Red Zone at Lions Field. So look out for a video. We had some of the local talent become YouTube stars on our video and are really excited to cheer on the Lions. We also are excited to support the Chamber building, so congratulations on keeping that moving. We're also involved in various events, Me and the Machine, golf outings, the Clear Lake Yacht Club, and that sailing competition. Holy Moses, that was a lot of boats. And traffic detours, which is great. And then just a couple of things coming up for us. USA Wrestling Clinic, we have partnered with USA Wrestling. And we are hosting a clinic with them October 5th and 6th at the Mason City High School Field House. We've made an agreement to go back and forth from Clear Lake and Mason City. I believe we have over 200 wrestlers signed up, men's and women's, boys and girls. So what an awesome opportunity to bring that sport in and encourage it. Lily Luft out of Charles City, who's now in Iowa Hawkeyes, women's wrestler. She will be here to help at that clinic. So get excited, get your kids involved. And then I will wrap up with, we just celebrated for our second year in a row, Pritchard's receiving top workplaces to work for in the state of Iowa. So this is a huge accomplishment for us. It's completely voted on by our employees. And so we utilize it to better ourselves, get feedback, and then make action plans around it. So we were really honored to be a recipient of that award again, and can't appreciate our staff enough for that. So that's what I've got. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen. All right, if you are new to the quarterly coffee, we are moving on to what we call the rapid fire portion of the agenda. So if you are part of the new employee and promotion section, I'd invite you to come up here. We're doing 1 to 2 minute presentations, passing the mic from speaker to speaker. So up first we have Chad Schreck, and then we'll just have everybody else fall into line. Oh, I'm so excited to be here today.
Yes, this is great. All right, I'm back. Thank you. North Iowa Corridor, we have a great tradition of sharing employees, I guess. We had an opportunity to open up our workforce specialist position here recently. Actually, Casey's in the room. Casey used to do it for us before Pritchard stole her away. I hope that's all going well for you guys, but we've all moved on. We're not bitter. No. Now I'm excited to introduce our newest workforce specialist, which is a partnership with NIAC, who does a lot of the workforce training and opportunities in North Iowa. So we appreciate that partnership very much. But
we were able to get Jenna hired. She's been with Saragordo Public Health for a long time, and excited to have her join the team. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna Heyer. I'm the workforce specialist with NIAC and the corridor, and I spend, I'd say, about half my time at each location. But I am working on the North Iowa Housing Conference that we are going to have in Mason City for the first time this next April. So I will have saved the dates, and I'm going to put them on the back table. And then something else I wanted to mention going on next week is the Child Care Works Collaborative is having an employer engagement breakfast next Tuesday. So don't forget about that. That's a really important workforce initiative that is lifting up the child care workforce in Saragordo County. So
Thank you, everyone. Keep it on.
Keep it moving.
Hello, I'm Chris Cash with One Vision. We got a lot of exciting things going on, especially in our world of thrift. We just finished up our Thrift Solutions Department. We achieved our goal of hitting 2 million pounds of recycled, reused, repurposed goods. It was a big goal. We got a bigger one for next year. So to help us accomplish all that, we've had to bring on a couple new employees here. I'll let Steve Pell introduce himself, and we also have Dylan Guillermo. He's our expansion person, and they'll kind of go into a little bit of what they've got going on. Thank you.
I'm Steve Peel. I've been with One Vision for a year. I was department manager for a year doing donations and pricing. Now I've been the store manager for about a month. I'm from Belmont. I'm also an ambulance driver.
Whew, there's a lot of people in here. Hey everybody, I'm Dylan Guillermo. I'm the new store development manager with One Vision. And really we're just looking to grow, integrate more in communities, and help the people we serve. Plug out there, anybody that wants to volunteer or drop off donations? I'm sure Sydney, but right here, she's who you want to talk to. All right. But yeah, that's really all I got.
Hi, everybody. I'm Troy Tisdall. I started as the Director of Health, Wellness, and Recreation for the City of Clear Lake on July 1st. This is our 10th year in Clear Lake. My wonderful wife, Carrie, was actually a member of the chamber before we moved here. We have 3 boys, 7th grader, 5th grader, 2nd grader, that keep us pretty busy. For the last 9 years, I was an employee for the school district. I taught for 7 years and coached, and then the last 2 years I was activities director, so I know many of you in here. Can't say enough good things about my time at the school. When the director for the Wellness Center came open, it made sense for the busier schedule we have with those 3 boys that keep us on our toes. So very excited. I do want to publicly thank Doug. I know he left. It wasn't an easy decision for me to move out of education. That was always going to be my path. And I really enjoyed my time as activities director. But again, I can't be more excited about the last 3 months. I think that it's been in the new role, still getting to work with the school. Doug and the whole admin team at the school was very supportive. We're very lucky to have all of them. I know they don't get enough props. I know Doug said, don't kill the messenger. I'll tell you, as an experienced administrator in the school, it's a thankless job. And so I would just say, as much as you can, they're making the best decisions that they can for the school and for all of our kids. And that is one reason this community is so great, the school district and what our community can provide. And that's why I'm excited in this role. I get to do some of both. Still work with the kids, our rec programs at the Wellness Center, still get to be tied to the school when they need events in there. And so just wanted to thank him. I also wanted to thank everybody at City Hall, Scott Flory, Nelson Crabb, everybody at City Hall for making the transition for me very, very easy, very enjoyable. And I can't say enough good things about our team at the Wellness Center. I know many of you know them. If not, stop by. Tiffany Townsend, McKeon Bang, Matt, our full-time staff, they're doing great. And our front desk has been awesome. I feel like I'm the newbie and I'm learning from all of them. So it's been great. I'm just going to double dip here. I know I'm on the agenda later. I'm just going to go through the upcoming events at the Wellness Center. One specifically that everybody in here should take note of, the Halloween happenings at the Wellness Center on October 26th. Last year, it was like it got moved inside, trunk or treat, ended up being a great hit. And so we're going to do that again. We're still looking for, I'm going to read Tiffany's notes. Last year, we had over 300 kids come to this event held inside the Wellness Center. Kids are encouraged to wear their Halloween costumes, come trunk, or we're kind of calling it table treating. And that's where you guys can come in inside the Wellness Center. From 9:30 to 11, we'll have a monster dash for the kids and a few other games and activities. But we still are looking for businesses, organizations to set up tables for the trunk or treat portion. So if you're interested, contact me or Tiffany at the Wellness Center. My email is troy@cityofclearlake.org. Made it easy for everybody. We've got flag football and youth volleyball rec programs that are up and running. I think we just had the volleyball night at the high school. Over 160 girls are playing volleyball, which is great. That's what we want this facility to do, provide opportunities for our kids. And then upcoming will be youth basketball registration. It's going on right now. It closes September 29th. I know it's kind of crazy to think that basketball is already here, but kids for 1st through 6th grade, we did expand that a little bit. Spots are limited, so if you know anybody wanting to do that, sign up online. Tiffany's also continuing her Claw Kids after school program. I know some of you parents have seen the school calendar and there's 5 Wednesdays where there's no school. It's all day professional development, which is a new thing. And so this program will provide activities for your kids during the early outs on Wednesdays and those days that there is no school. Special pricing for Claw members, so sign up for that. Every month's going to be a different grade. So October is 4th grade, and then it'll go on down all the way to 1st by the end of the year. I know the Rotary is probably going to talk about this too. We're partnering with the Rotary for a 5K on November 2nd. I won't steal all their thunder, but we're excited about that. And last but not least, the Claw Cafe is open. I know some of you have been in there. The area for the cafe was outsourced. They left in May. We talked and decided, why don't we just try to run it? And so I've learned how to be a barista, cafe, restaurant owner. We're starting slow and small, but come see us for coffee, smoothies, refreshers, some grab-and-go items. But we're excited to be able to offer that to our members and for anybody that comes for our events. So thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Zarin Agastal, and I'm glad that Pritchard Companies went first because I thought Stacy brought the colored pencils to my table to keep me content until our time to go. But no, I'm Zarin Agastal with Koloff Media. We're known for, probably known to most of you guys for our radio stations, but we also do full digital media or full digital media company. Our 4 radio stations, KHAM and Britt, KIW in Forest City, and the KISS Country and the Fox. Here in the Mason City and Clear Lake area. And we recently had 2 brand new additions to our team. And so we want to, I know probably not new to everybody, but we wanted to kind of reintroduce themselves. So Jared Allen and Bob Fisher have joined us for some new things that we're doing at Koloff Media. And so I'll kind of let them reintroduce themselves. So Jared?
I see a lot of familiar faces out there. I love the North Iowa community. Great to be living here. I live in Buffalo Center with my wife. 2 daughters, 3 dogs, 2 rabbits, and a hamster. I often joke with my wife saying, hey, we should just charge admission when people come to our house because it's basically a zoo. But anyway, that's what happens when you have kids that are in FFA and things like that. But I'm just excited to be part of the KIOW and B103 team in Britt. Started there at the end of August, and I'm just excited to be in the North Iowa community. I've lived in 4 different states, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa. I love the North Iowa community, and I love being here. I love Clear Lake, the great events, the triathlon, the 4th of July. I mean, I could talk for an hour, but I'm going to be short. I'll be very short, and I'll introduce to you my colleague, Mr. Bob Fisher.
My name is Bob Fisher. I'm the news director for the Koloff Media Mason City stations, 98.7 KISS Country, and of course the radio station that was started here in this community almost 50 years ago. Used to be, you see the logo up there with KCEV, but now it's KLKK 103.7 the Fox. And we know in the Mason City Clear Lake area there's probably a news deficit over the summer. We've corrected that and started our news programming on our radio stations in Mason City. And of course, 103.7 The Fox, being the home of the Clear Lake Lions once again after a 30-year absence. It was great to have those games back on on the station that slices to Clear Lake. So make sure you check out. We've also got a great website that we started, NorthIowaNow.com, NorthIowaNOW.com. We've got news and sports on there, the video streaming of a lot of games. So please check that out. And thank you.
Last but not least, as you saw earlier with Chris Cash and our new team members at One Vision, I'm Julie Sorsey, Head of Human Resources here in Clear Lake. I'm pleased to introduce Carrie Garment. Carrie's joined us as the HR business partner. We will have her support about 360 employees that range in northern Iowa. So a lot of you may only think that we're in the Clear Lake, Mason City, Iowa, but we're in between Fort Dodge and here and Osage. So we do have 360 employees. We're looking for employees in a variety of positions. A lot of individuals associate One Vision as direct support professionals. Yes, we have those. But we also have Chris's group with the Thrift Solutions, individuals who are working in recycling. We have added on a new business line with assistive technology that are supporting individuals. So we've got a lot of things going on. And then last but not least, I know we'll be talking a little bit about our Glen Oaks area and the Boiler Pool. So that will become forthcoming. But we've got a lot of variety in positions. And Carrie's going to tell you a little bit about herself. The one thing I can tell you is she's a loyal Iowa State fan, and I'm a loyal Hawkeye fan. So we found that out after she started. Welcome.
Thank you. And I won't make any reference to the Iowa State game. But go State. So, as Julie mentioned, my name is Carrie Garman. I am actually from Southeast Iowa. So I am very new to this area. I've been here about 2.5 months. We came here for a job promotion for my husband. He works for Red Power. So, and my son also works for Red Power. So both of them are employed there. I had never really been to Clear Lake before. I'll just be very honest. And so when my husband said we decided to move here, I thought, okay. But when we came, I have to tell you, I love this area. I really do. My son was born the day before the 4th of July, so July 3rd. I love the 4th of July, and that was the one thing that everybody said, when you move here, they have a week-long celebration for the 4th of July. You guys really know how to celebrate that holiday. It's amazing. So I loved it, and I've loved all the festivities that you guys offer here on the square, and so I've really loved my time here. I've worked in healthcare over the last 20 years, most recently at a senior living facility. So healthcare is near and dear to my heart. So I look forward to getting more involved with the community and getting to know more people here. I know when I moved here, some people said, well, I know you'll have to find out this person, and my friend lives up there. So hopefully I can meet some of those people. But great group of people here today, and I've really enjoyed hearing everything so far. So thank you.
Thank you. I love hearing when people say that. Clear Lake is welcoming and they love all the events that happen. All right, next part of the agenda, we'll grab both sections of people. So let's get the special honors updates and awards up here, as well as our new members can kind of poke behind all of them, and we'll just kind of keep rolling here. We want to make sure that everybody gets their chance to share today. So we'll continue on with the rapid fire 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 1.5 minute presentations as we move forward. All right, Jeff, can you do that? And if you do not follow our TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, Jeff has a viral video. Yes, no cap, he slayed.
I told him it was going to be viral at 10 views, and so I think it did make that. You know, the thing I'm happiest about, and I didn't hear what you just said, I apologize, but the thing I'm happiest about is nobody stayed under their 2 minutes, and we're not going to either. So we are so excited. I want to point out Paul Stevenson from our board is here. Chelsea Snyder Anderson is from our board is here. We are just so tremendously excited about the things that are happening here at the Surf District. Obviously got to say thank you to the city. They asked us to come alongside them 2 or 3 years ago on this project, and we truly believe it's going to be a transformational project for this community. This is a big deal, and this is a big deal for our city. It's probably one of the biggest projects the city has ever undertaken. And so when you see the mayor and Bennett and Scott Flory and the councilman, you need to thank them because they're putting their nose out on the line, and this is a big deal. We're so happy we received a placemaking grant. The idea of that grant is to make this a more attractive, if it already isn't, we know it is, but an additional thing to make this an attractive place to come and to live, and to also provide an economic generating engine for this area. And it's so exciting to see the new bowling alley and that family-oriented entertainment space spring out there. And there are others that are in the thought and concept process that we think this is going to make this district amazing. We were going to try and hide it, but all of a sudden the new building that's going up got a little too big to hide. And so it's just amazing. And Snyder Construction is doing an amazing job. And that part of that's going to be artist hospitality. That's one thing we've always been short of here. And it's also, we're going to greatly expand our music education. We're giving music lessons to voice and piano and guitar and flute and violin, all kinds of music lessons, instruction to youth in our community. We run 150 kids through there a week. We're going to double that, at least triple that. We're going to expand on that. The north side of the building will double as artist hospitality and music rooms. And then the south part of the building, we're going to have a new, an immersive, interactive museum. And I don't even know even how to really describe that. I don't really have the words to. But the city has employed a company from Boston that does this kind of stuff. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Van Gogh experience, but it's like that, but it's going to be so, not maybe as big, but it's going to be so much more. We're going to tell the story of the history of our community. We're going to tell the story of the history of the surf ballroom, rock and roll, big band, blues, all kinds of things. So this is going to be something that will attract travelers from all over the Midwest, in fact, from all over the country. So we see this as being transformational for not only this area, the district, but for the entire community. So much more that we could talk about. But Chelsea's going to introduce someone that's helping us with our search for our new CEO. And we're looking for somebody to help us lead kind of the whole district kind of into the future. Lori Leach, fortunately, will continue to be a big part of our leadership team here. We are looking for somebody to be CEO, so I'll let Chelsea talk about that.
We're basically looking for the next Jeff Nicholas that won't go to Florida in the winter, and the Jeff Nicholas and Paul together. We're looking for that person to help take the surf to the next level in our museums. We want to be on every music lover's bucket list to visit here and every historian's radar. So Hortensia is our new director of HR at Dean Snyder Construction. She's been with us for about 6 months now, and she is helping us with the CEO search, taking applications, and helping us get organized. So I'll let her do a quick introduction.
And my name's Hortensia Saldivar, so I've been in this area about 4 years now. I live in Ventura, and I would kind of reiterate the same thing. Clear Lake is very welcoming. Very fortunate that I ended up, joining the Dean Snyder team, and, it's been an interesting time learning construction, and it'll be an interesting time trying to recruit for the CEO. I think we deserve somebody that's going to take us to the next level and just bring a lot of more of interest back to our community. I think there's pockets of people that don't know enough about the surf that I feel like that's going to be the next generation of how do we get out there? And I know being Mexican, I feel Richie Valens is something like a staple for us. And so now bringing other interest groups into, the surf, I think is very important. But appreciate being part of the group, trying to bring that CEO in to this organization.
So if you know of anyone or want to help spread the word, careers@surfballroom.com. The link is posted everywhere. You know where to find Jeff and I. Thank you.
Hey, can we have 2 more minutes? No, I'm just kidding.
Good morning. So Clear Lake Bank and Trust has a lot to celebrate this year. To name a couple things, we are celebrating and have held numerous events this year to celebrate 90 years in the community, and recently found out that Clear Lake Bank was voted best customer service in North Iowa, so excited about that. Most of you, I think, know me. My name is Kirk Mueller, not Paul Stevenson, as the agenda says in front of you. I'm the agency manager at CLB&T Insurance and Financial Services. And since I was voluntold that I was going to speak today, I am going to talk about the agency. So this is a good time to go get coffee or donuts or something, because everybody's favorite subject, insurance. The insurance agency at the bank actually started in 1941 when Mark Arneson decided it would be a good idea to put an insurance agency in a bank. And in those days, that was unheard of. Fast forward to 2007, Mark Hewitt calls me out of the blue and asks if I wanted to be a manager of an agency in the bank, and I turned him down. And my wife and I had been living here for 18 years. I was in the insurance industry. We banked at Clear Lake Bank and Trust, and I didn't even know they sold insurance at the bank. So 40 days later, I was hired as the manager at the bank, and we are a multi-line independent insurance agency in North Iowa and beyond. I'm blessed to be working with an awesome team, Tyler Weigel, Joe Greenlee, and Colleen Snyder. We have a combined total of 90 years in the insurance industry. It's kind of ironic that the bank is 90 years old this year also. I say I'm blessed, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not a toot your horn kind of guy, but we have been voted the #1 insurance agency again this year. That's 4 out of the last 5 years. Toot toot. Not that guy. And so we go from, I didn't know you sold insurance in the bank, to being voted #1 in North Iowa. So there's no way this happens without me being able to work with the team that I do every day. We appreciate the Chamber's support over the years, and also the support of North Iowa. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to be the one to keep it short today. So, Becky Schwab with SEH, and I'm just here to introduce the 4th Avenue Corridor Study. So the City of Clear Lake, in partnership with SEH and RDG Planning and Design, has launched a corridor study for the 4th Avenue South Corridor. This initiative was made possible through a $300,000 federal RAISE grant, a very competitive federal grant that was awarded to the City of Clear Lake and only one other community in Iowa. So the corridor that we're taking a look at runs from City Park Beach all the way out to I-35. And as part of that initiative, we're going to be doing some listening sessions coming up with the businesses along that corridor. So with this opportunity, we're trying to make that corridor a little bit more visually impressive, provide some alternative transportation options, and make it a little bit more inclusive while maintaining the integrity of the corridor for all of the businesses along there. So just quick introduction on that, but we appreciate the input of any businesses along there, and we look forward to sharing more information with you as we keep going. Thank you. Thank you.
I too will try to be quick here. My name is Terry Gaumer. I'm with the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa, and I am here today actually to talk about the Cerro Gordo County Community Foundation. And we do have a couple of our committee members here, Nick and Margot, and we have actually some former members I know are also here as well. But just to show hands, I know those people, but how many of you have heard of the Cerro Gordo County Community Foundation? Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Just very little bit about us, but we are in 20 counties and we have over 350 volunteers that work with us. Probably most well known for our grant cycles that come up annually throughout our 20 counties. There is a handout on your table. Looks like this. This has got a lot of information about the Community Foundation. The front is about the grants that have been given out in 2023. The total grants that came out of the Cerro Gordo Foundation in 2023 were about $284,000. That includes all of our funds, but quite a bit of that did come through the grant process, and you can see those organizations. The committee leadership that's listed was from 2023. We have some new members in 2024. Again, the grant cycle has already happened for 2024, and we'll have that information later. On the back side of that sheet, that is all the different funds that are under the Cerro Gordo umbrella. And there are several ways to get involved with the Community Foundation, whether you're with a nonprofit or an individual. We have donor advised funds for individuals and families. For nonprofits, we have endowed funds that can help with the financial security for the future of those nonprofits. So there's a lot of different options that we have. A lot of people are not aware of all the different types of things that we do. So really my job is to sit down with people and nonprofits and find out what their goals are and see how we can help them. One advantage to donors to endowed funds is there's a 25% tax credit through Endow Iowa. They've got a lot of information on that. We can help you with that. And the last thing that I do want to talk about is the other flyer is called 5 for the Future. And that is a kind of a grassroots planting seeds for the future. But the idea is that there is a large amount of wealth that will be transferred generationally from the baby boomers to the next generations. In fact, it's billions of dollars. And so this 5 for the Future has been successful in Kansas and in Nebraska to encourage people to leave 5% of their estate to a local charity or local charities. A lot of people give to national charities, which is wonderful, but they kind of forget their local. So we wrote, this is a campaign you'll be seeing a lot about. Hopefully you can carry that to other, and talk about it as well. But that 5% for your local charities in your will is something that is very important and will make a lot of dollars available to keep the charitable organizations running. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'll keep this real short. This is my first time here. I've never been to one of these, so I didn't really know what was going on. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Ryan Purser. I am the wind site manager for the Hancock County and Cerro Gordo County wind farms. This year, we're actually celebrating 25 years in Cerro Gordo. So we're actually one of the oldest commissioned wind sites in the state of Iowa. So that's pretty cool for us and within the community, because we've been the front runners for the state of Iowa when it comes to wind, which, as a lot of you guys know, the wind industry is pretty large in the state of Iowa. Just a couple facts about the wind site. We do have 16 GE 2X turbines, which produces, the nameplate is 43 megawatts, which produces power to roughly 32,000 homes every year. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm here. I'll be here the rest of the time. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Nelson. I am with North Iowa Community Action Organization, and we are a new member to the Clear Lake Chamber. So I would just like to thank everyone for allowing us to be here and introduce our agency. Our mission is to provide quality services to people in need and empower them to achieve and sustain economic stability through collaborative efforts. So we have a variety of programs that we offer through 9 counties in North Iowa. We have our health programs such as WIC, family planning. We have a program that is offered to individuals that have HIV or AIDS. And then we also have our maternal health and First 5 programs. We have early childhood programs, so pregnant women and children up to 5 who are low income can come in and receive center-based services in a preschool setting. And then we have our home visitation programs where we can go in, help individuals meet their budgeting goals and help them find employment, get them enrolled into college, things like that. And then we also have one of our programs is getting ready to kick off our low-income energy assistance program. I do have flyers over on the table over there, along with our agency brochures. Our LIHEAP program is kicking off in October for elderly and anyone with a disability. So if you know anybody that would qualify for that program, please send them our way. We can take a lot of our applications over the phone. So our brochure gives us all of our locations, so please send them our way. We are always looking for new applicants.
Good morning. I'm Delina Bars, and I am the market manager for Alpha Media here in North Iowa, and also very proud to be the president of the board of directors that manages Music Man Square in Mason City. Music Man Square is very excited to be a new member, and I'm sure, I would hope, that many of you here in this room have been to Music Man Square. Let's see a show of hands. How many of you been to the square? Yay, yay. It's a great place. It's a great meeting place. Our mission is to honor the legacy of Meredith Willson. And we do have the Boyhood Home, which is right next to the square. And there's always upkeep. You know how that goes? So we're always looking for volunteers. We have visitors from every state in the country, plus 7 outside countries. So we attract a lot of people. So Jeff, once you get the museum over here, we'll work on ours and get that a little more updated. And what a destination for music lovers here in North Iowa. It's phenomenal, and it's going to become more phenomenal. We do have spaces for rent, small spaces or larger spaces. So if you have an anniversary, a party, a wedding, call Nick. He'll help you out. And we do have a very fun event coming up. And Alice is also on the committee for this. This is Alice Hanley.
And most of you know I love a party, and I like to organize things. This is going to be fantastic.
And I should never hand the microphone to Alice, because I'm always happy to get it back. So we are having a soiree at the square. And it is a week from tomorrow. So it's coming up very quickly. You have comments?
I do, of course I do. And we made sure it was a Saturday night, that there was not an Iowa or Iowa State football. Well, there's an Iowa State, maybe one that's out of town. Iowa isn't playing. And incidentally, Meredith Willson wrote the Iowa fight song. So, no, we're going to have some, at a gala fundraiser, you have your live and silent auctions, and some of that is kind of obligatory. But we also have some mixology experiences. So some of you know Kristen Sherwood, and then we've got Melissa Evans, and they're going to do some mixology. We also are going to have some local musicians putting their modern spin on some Meredith Willson classics. And just a couple, we're playing Plinko for booze. So there's some good stuff there. And just a couple of the live auction items. There's a Greek dinner for 8 from Chef Cynthia Lewerke. There is a 1.7 liter bottle of really good bourbon that'll be on that live auction. So just a couple good things.
So tickets are available if you go to the Music Man Square. Do you have tickets with you today?
I do not.
I forgot mine too, so whoops. So please join us on September 28th, and please come visit the square and keep us in mind when you're looking for a place to go.
There's a QR code.
Oh, there's a QR code on the poster that's on your table where you can order tickets. All right? Thanks, guys.
Hello. Couple quick things here. To piggyback off this bourbon talk, during the day I work for Prairie Ridge, substance abuse and mental health. But we're now offering gambling services, which is what I do. So, I'm not going to tell you to go do that, but yeah. I also own and operate Lakeside Branding. After a great conversation with the new AD, we have revamped our Clear Lake page to meet, he sent me all the trademark requirements, so we're up with that. We're also affiliated with several colleges and universities to sell some of their apparel. Hats, we do any type of hat you want, leather patching, and everything's hand stitched. We're selling it all over the United States right now. Shirts, sublimated, screen printed. We just did a bunch of leather keychains for the cross-country team. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I don't know if she handed them out yet. Anyways, don't tell anyone. But tumblers, glass etching. We've done glass etching for weddings, anniversaries. And then wood engraving. We do a lot of cutting boards with grandma's rhubarb cake on there, or peach cobbler or whatever, and it turns into a decoration for the kitchen and actually ends up really beautiful from what I've been told. So that's all I got new to the community. The best way to reach me is to go through Facebook and shoot me a message. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Time check, we're down to 14 minutes. So we need our events and things of interest to come up here along the side. As a part of the SURF district construction project, I have requested a trap door right here. So when people hit their 2 minutes, I can hit the button and they fall through. All right, well, Crystal, do you have a time crunch? You were standing up there. Okay, all right, we'll get on with this section of the agenda.
2 minutes. I can talk really fast. I am Janet Johnson with One Vision. We are super excited. This week we are celebrating 53 years of serving people with disabilities to pursue their best life. And in that, we have a goal of raising $53,000 this week, and we are over 75% of the way through that. So that's super exciting, but we need your help. There is a flyer on your table. You can go to our website. You can write us a check. You can send it through Venmo. We have about any way you can give us money, we'll take it. So, and it doesn't matter. Every single dollar helps, whether it's $53 or $530 or $5,000. We'll take every single dollar, and it will help our cause. So that is the very first thing we have going on. The second thing is Lights on 5K. We're open for registrations. It's on December 5th. So there's a flyer there. We'd love to have lots of people come and run, and all of the proceeds for that go to purchase Christmas presents for the people that we serve. So, was that 2 minutes?
Hi, I'm Jeremy DiBattista. I don't have the voice like Bob Fisher. I apologize. I'm here with Boyer Pool and Wellness Center. I'm going to talk a few things about swimming lessons. We have started those back up at Boyer. This session starts Wednesday. It is almost full, so please take a look and get on that. It is on Facebook, Boyer Pool and Wellness Center. Also, we have our hours. I put some flyers on there for you guys to look at. We've added a few evening hours to kind of get you guys coming out there and checking out our facility, seeing what we have to offer through One Vision and Boyer Pool and Wellness Center.
Hello, Ashley Page with the Nyack Papa John Center. A couple of things is Tech Talk is this Tuesday at Lake Time Brewery, and it is sponsored by Clear Lake Bank and Trust. About digital transformations, there's a flyer and a QR code. Next up is we have Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Info Session next week. This is for businesses with 2 employees in business for 2 years and $75K in revenue. and you're looking to scale and grow your business, it is a free program through Goldman Sachs at DMAC. But the info session for the spring cohort is going to be on the 25th. It's virtual. There's a QR code for that as well. And we have our Papa John Gala coming up on October 3rd. We do this biannually. We celebrate entrepreneurs in our community and the entrepreneur spirit. The Legacy Award winner this year is Stellar Industries, but we also have 6 other awards that we will be presenting that night. Tickets are currently on sale through Monday, and they're going fast. So if you want to go, check out that QR code. And last is the Corporate Transparency Act compliance info session on October 23rd. Most small businesses in North Iowa have to comply with the Corporate Transparency Act. If you do not, it's $10,000 in fines and jail time. So come to the info session. It's virtual. It's free. It's at 1 o'clock on October 23rd to find out if you need to file. And if you do, they'll walk you through how to do that.
Okay, I'll be quick too. How many of you know about the Clear Lake Rotary Scholarship? Raise your hand. Oof. Okay. So we have a great scholarship fund opportunity, but we don't have a lot of dollars to give out. How can we give out more money? Well, we need to fundraise. The 5K. This is our first annual 5K that we'll be having. It's November 2nd. If you haven't seen it on Facebook, go check it out. It's on our Rotary Facebook page. I also pulled up the thing so I didn't tell you wrong. It's runsignup.com, and then you can look for Iowa races and the Clear Lake Rotary. The Wellness Center has partnered with us, and we have a great premier sponsor, Skips Kicks. So we're able to host this for a very affordable amount of money. $25 is your sign-up fee. Your t-shirt is awesome, and you can get moving. You don't have to run. You can be voluntold like my family. Come on in, enjoy the time, sign up. If we don't get a good turnout, we won't be able to do it again next year. So here's your peer pressure.
Good morning. I'm Mary Ingham with Crisis Intervention Service. We work with individuals, families, and communities impacted by domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, homicide, kind of the worst day of your life kind of people. I'm here to tell everyone that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So if you have a community group, a church group, a happy hour that you want a special speaker at, give me a call. I've got a pocket full of business cards. And most importantly, October 17th, put it on your calendars. Get your phones out. We've all been playing on them. Business After Hours at the Distillery, sponsored by Crisis Intervention Service. I want to see everyone there. There'll be a purple drink.
Good morning, I'm Joni Frederick. I'm with Central Gardens in North Iowa, and I'm here to talk about Business After Hours, which is actually going to be Tuesday, the 24th, not on the 26th, like it is on the, says on the flyer here. So just mark your calendars, like she said. You've all been on your phones, so go ahead and put it on. We're going to have grilled burgers, beer, wine, all the fixings, and we also have some exciting drawings. So bring your business cards to participate in a drawing for a bouquet of fresh flowers, for a rental of the pavilion, and also a membership. So I'll let Bree talk about Pumpkin Palooza.
Thank you, Joni. I'm Brianna Shawley. I'm on the board at Central Gardens, but I'm also the children's librarian at the Clear Lake Public Library. And on your table is this pumpkin flyer for Pumpkin Palooza, which is coming up on October 12th. This is a partnership event between the Arts Center, the library, and Central Gardens to bring all things pumpkin into the community. So we do need volunteers that day, and my email's on there if you're interested in helping out. But the call to businesses and organizations specifically is we have a Pumpkins on Parade at the end of that. So once it starts getting dark at night, we turn on a whole bunch of lighted pumpkins, and we need some carved pumpkins to put on that parade. So if your business is interested in having a pumpkin, we'll have your name on it. So it's a great marketing option for just the cost of a pumpkin. But we'll provide the candles and everything. We'll do all of the work. You just need to bring us a carved pumpkin. So check out the QR code on this flyer, find us on Facebook, and I hope to see at least 20 pumpkins out of this group. You guys can do it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm back on behalf of the North Iowa Children's Museum. Next Saturday is When Pigs Fly. This is our third annual event where literally pigs fly out of the sky. It's a lot of fun, and this year we have Kiss a Pig contest. So we have a couple of Stacy, Troy, if he's still here. Head to their Facebook page and vote for who you want to see kiss a pig. We will have a live pig make-out sesh after the pigs fly. Fundraising for an opportunity to get a children's museum here in North Iowa. Hello, I'm Teresa Price, Fund Development Coordinator with 43 North Iowa. Our mission is helping people find their way through home, employment, and community experiences. And October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. So in honor of that, we are hosting a film screening at NIAC in the Muse Norris Conference Center in partnership with SUCUP and NIAC Business and Workforce Solutions. We'll be screening the documentary Hearts of Glass, which follows the tumultuous first 15 months of operation of Vertical Harvest, a multi-story state-of-the-art hydroponic greenhouse that grows crops while providing meaningful, competitively paid jobs for people with disabilities. This is a project I've been trying to do for about 2 years now in partnership with the filmmaker. And so we will not only watch the film, which is about an hour, then we'll have a quick break and have a panel discussion where the filmmaker and featured employees from the documentary will be zooming in for that panel discussion with them and some local resources and participants in employment services locally. We'll have a light meal. There will be audio description provided for those who need it as well. But it's a very moving story, and it really shows the importance of both innovation and inclusion in employment, and will really highlight the awesome things that are happening here in North Iowa too. So we really hope you can come. It is free. You can register through the QR code on the flyers. But even if you don't register, please just come so you can really learn about the awesome things that are happening. So that is on October 9th from 5 to 7. Also on October 24th is our inclusive fashion show at Affordables in partnership with Mormon Clothiers. And so that's really fun to see everybody in their awesome clothes that you can get at both Affordables and at Mormon's, and some really cool Halloween options too. So those are the things coming up in October, but I also wanted to put in a quick plug, even though it's really far away. April 5th, Dancing for the Dream. Please put it on your calendars. It's going to be hard to top last year, but we have some great local celebrities from here in Clear Lake that are already in the lineup. So one from Clear Lake Bank and Trust, we're going to have Mike Bonson and his wife June, from South Shore Donut Company, John and Whitney Mixdorf, and just added this week, Clear Lake City Administrator Scott Flory and his beautiful daughter and my friend Cassidy will be dancing. So we are very excited about that. We do have a few slots open in our lineup too. So if anybody wants to get their dancing shoes on, do some fundraising for us, let me know. We'll be looking for sponsors yet too. So just hit me up, and it's going to be an awesome show. We're really excited.
Hi, I am Katie Schultz, the Vice President of Clear Lake JCs. Last time I was up here, I was telling you all about the Easter egg hunt, so it's kind of crazy to believe we're now thinking about Christmas by the lake and the polar bear plunge event that the JCs hold. This year, it will be on Sunday, December 8th. Unfortunately, we're still in the very beginning stages of planning, so I don't have any flyers to hand out to people, but just wanted it to get it out on everyone's radar. We'll be posting it on Facebook and reaching out to local businesses. We're hoping to just improve on the success this event has had in the past. So ask for your thoughtful consideration if a member of our committee asks for some sponsorship or just ways we can partner with the businesses in our community to make this a success once again. And also while I'm up here, just a plug for the JCs in general. It's a great organization for young professionals age 18 to 40 to connect and network. Our group has really gained some traction with membership in the last several months. So it's super exciting for the events that we can hold and what we can do with the local community. We just had a super fun dive bar bus tour, raised a lot of funds. So looking forward to ways we can put that money back into the community. We really try to kind of focus on organizations that help support the youth in the community. So also, we'll put it out there. If you have an organization or you have some needs where you're looking for volunteers or funds, please reach out to the JCs. We have a Facebook page that we can be reached at, active on the Messenger app, and also cljcs@gmail.com. Send us an email, and we'd be happy to connect with you. Thank you all.
Hello, I'm Madison Erdman. I'm the director of the Kinney Pioneer Museum. And next Sunday, so September 29th from 12 to 5, we're having our apple cider and donut day. The apple cider is going to be hand-pressed by some high school students from Mason City, and donuts from South Shore Donut. I haven't been, but I'm really excited because I've heard a lot of good things. We'll have pumpkin painting from Pumpkins from Plano Pumpkins, some photo spots to take photos there, and just a whole bunch of other community fun things. So we hope to see you there.
Hello everyone, my name is Faith. I recently started at the Clear Lake Arts Center. So I know we're all kind of checked out because we're kind of near the end, but I ask you to give me a moment of your time because tonight, if you have any plans, it's time to cancel them because we have an exhibit opening. Growth Paradox is opening with Katie Wahlberg. I really urge you guys to come. We have some free wine. It'll be a fun night to kind of get to know each other, so I really am excited about that. We also have just launched some classes. If you guys didn't know, according to Nonprofit Leadership Alliance, 50% of revenue with nonprofits come from classes and programming, so I really urge you guys, if you want to support the Arts Center, to come take a class, which if you have plans tomorrow, it's also time to cancel them, to bring any kids ages 8 through 11 to Scribble Saturdays. We're just launching that tomorrow for a start of some classes. As well as I have brought some coupons for you. I was kind of late to the game, so I'll kind of hand them to the tables if you guys could pass them back. If you don't have an interest in the arts, I still urge you guys to take them and give them to a friend because it's very valuable for the Arts Center, for people to kind of come and see what it's about. So thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Deb Tizar. I'm here today on behalf of the Clear Lake Area Concert Association. If you're not familiar with our organization, it's been in Clear Lake since 1979. It's a membership supportive, volunteer-run organization. We bring 4 shows a year to Stillman Auditorium here in Clear Lake. We also have reciprocity with 4 associations like ours throughout north central Iowa, in Algona, Forest City, Osage, and actually up in Albert Lea as well. So our members can go for their $50 membership for an adult, and students are free. You can attend those 4 shows in Clear Lake, plus as many of those others as you can cram into your schedule. And this season, that represents, I think, 18 other potential shows. So lots of great entertainment for not very much money. Another avenue that helps support our organization is patronage, donations, and sponsorships. And so with those donors actually get a quantity of guest passes just for our local shows, not necessarily for the ones in the other towns. But I did want to make everyone who's in a business aware that we do still have sponsorship opportunities. We'd love to have you. It's not too late to get you on our list. And for anybody who has a family or friends, whatever, that you would like to have an evening out at an auditorium setting, what the types of shows that we bring are, I would say they're entertaining. We tend to do more popsy kinds of things. Some of the other organizations lean a little bit more classical than what we do, but ours are heavily popsy. In fact, our opening show on Saturday, October 5th, will be a Neil Diamond tribute. It's a Neil Diamond story with Denny Diamond, and this fellow has been here before. It was very, very good. So that's going to be a great show. Our second show this fall will be on Saturday, November 2nd, and that's a USO-style show that will include singing and tap dancing by this couple, very talented. So anyway, it's a great opportunity, like I said, very low cost, and we're really trying to rebuild our numbers, which took kind of a hit during a pause that we had for COVID. So if you have questions, I do have a small quantity of brochures with me here today. We also are online at clearlakeconcerts.org or clearlakeconcerts.com, either way. Also, memberships are available at the chamber office. They're kind enough to help push those for us. So thank you very much. And we hope to see you at one of our future shows. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mitch Kieran, and I'm the Public Relations and Resource Development Director for North Iowa Community Action Organization. Since I'm wrapping up, I'll try to be brief, but just wanted to talk to you guys about a new project that we've been working on for months that I'm really excited to launch as of the past few weeks. But if you find a little postcard on your table, kind of emphasized in red, I'm here today to talk about the Huggy Heart Cart. Now, this is kind of a fun and proactive way for us to get our mission out into the community and to hopefully work with more members of the community like yourselves. But basically, it's a utility cart that is modeled after the official logo of Community Action. It stands for helping people, but also giving you guys the opportunity to kind of fill the cart with tangible everyday items that will go to help people. So your donations will have a direct impact on the people that we serve in North Iowa, and ultimately will help us fulfill our mission of helping people and overall trying to make North Iowa a better place to live. So again, this is a streamlined and kind of mobilized form of donations. So really, it's nice to work around your schedule. It's nice to, whether you want to donate on behalf of your organization or perhaps a group of people, or even an individual, if you want to take on the challenge of filling the cart with any helpful everyday items. They'll go a long way to helping people and helping what we try to do here at North Iowa Community Action. So I didn't print off nearly enough of these little postcards on the table, but if you are interested, feel free to get a hold of me before I head out, and I'll try to get you a document if you are interested in learning more about the Huggy Heart Cart. So thank you.
All right, I appreciate everyone giving us 7 extra minutes. Hope you have a great Friday and a good weekend.